Welcome back to Mindset English. Today, I'm going to share something that can truly change your life, not just your English, but your mindset, your peace, and your confidence. This is not just a book, it's a movement, a guide, a tool for healing and transformation. The book is called The Power of Positive Thinking by Dr. Norman Vincent Peale. It has sold over 15 million copies, translated into more than 40 languages, and helped millions of people, from the hopeless to the anxious, the broken to the fearful, to find a new way to live. And the best part, it's written in simple, clear language. And in this video, I'll explain it in even simpler English, so anyone can understand it, even if you're just learning English right now. So while you learn about life, you also grow in language. You improve your English listening and understanding, all while changing your inner world. Now, begin. The first idea is simple, but powerful. Believe in yourself. Most people fail before they even begin, not because they aren't smart, not because they don't have talent, but because deep inside they believe they're not good enough. There was a boy named Sam. In school, he never raised his hand. He stayed quiet in class because he believed, I can't speak English well, I'll sound stupid. So he never practiced. He stayed silent. One day, his teacher looked him in the eye and said, You are not less than anyone else. You just think you are. That one sentence changed everything. Sam started talking to himself each morning. He said, I can learn. I will improve. I'm not afraid. 6 months later, Sam stood on stage giving a speech in English. His hands shook, but his heart was strong because he had started believing in himself. The truth is, we all have a voice inside us. For some, it's a kind voice. For others, it's cruel. This book says change that voice. Talk to yourself the way you would talk to someone you love. Start your day by looking in the mirror and saying, I believe in myself. I can do difficult things. Do it for 30 days, and your confidence will start to grow from the inside out. The next message is just as important. A peaceful mind gives you a powerful life. Think of your brain like a phone. When too many apps are open, the phone slows down. Your mind is the same. When you're always angry, stressed, jealous, or worried, your mental energy is drained. There was a woman named Maria. She was a hard worker, always doing her best, but she was always tired, always frustrated. Her boss shouted. Her kids complained. Her husband didn't listen. One day, she sat under a tree, closed her eyes, and just breathed. No phone, no talking, no noise, just silence. She did this for 10 minutes every day. Slowly, she began to change. She smiled more. She stayed calm. People started listening to her not because they changed, but because she changed. When your mind is peaceful, your words become powerful. You walk with confidence. You speak with strength. So if you want more power, don't chase it outside. Create it inside. Take a walk. Sit in silence. Read something peaceful before bed. Not gossip, not news, not drama, just peace. Because peace equals power. Next, stop being afraid of the future. Fear kills dreams before they even start. Many people don't fail because of real problems. They fail because of imaginary ones. They ask, what if I lose? What if I fail? What if people laugh at me? But here's a better question: what if you succeed? There was a young man who wanted to open a cafe. He had no experience. He was scared. One day, he asked his grandfather, what if I fail? The old man smiled and said, then you'll learn. But if you don't try, you'll regret it forever. So, the young man opened his cafe. And yes, it failed in just 6 months. But he didn't quit. He studied. He learned. He opened again. Today, he owns 5 cafes. Why? Because he stopped asking, what if I fail? And started asking, what if I fly? Fear is not real. It lives only in your imagination. Talk to it. Face it. Walk through it. Because courage is not the absence of fear. It's action in spite of fear. Now, let's talk about happiness. Most people wait for it. I'll be happy when I get a better job, when I get married, when I become rich. But happiness isn't something you find. It's something you create. There was a businessman, rich, successful, with everything, but he felt empty. Then he started doing small things, spending Sundays with poor children, calling his mother every night, planting trees, saying thank you. Little by little, his smile returned. Not because his bank balance changed, but because his mindset did. Stop waiting to be happy. Start creating it. Hug your child. Drink tea with your mom. Watch the sunset. Smile. Not because everything is perfect, but because you're alive. That's happiness. Now here's a secret that will change how you live. Expect the best, and you'll get it. Your mind is like a magnet. If you expect good things, you attract them. If you expect failure, it often becomes true. A man named David worked in sales. Every morning, he told himself, no one will buy. People don't care. And he sold almost nothing. One day, he tried something new. Before leaving his house, he stood in the mirror and said, today will be a great day. I will meet kind people. I will sell. At first, nothing changed. But after a few weeks, people started listening. They smiled back. They trusted him. 3 months later, he became the top salesman. Not because the world changed, but because he did. What you expect becomes your reality. So expect miracles, not misery. Expect success, not failure. Before every important event, close your eyes and say, I expect the best. I am ready. Try it for 1 week. You'll feel the shift. Another powerful lesson. Stop feeding your mind with fear. Fear is a poison, and every time you listen to bad news, gossip, or compare yourself online, you're feeding that fear. But when you read good books, talk to positive people, and walk in nature, you're feeding peace. There was a woman named Julia. She suffered from panic attacks. She feared losing everything: her job, her health, her relationships. Her day started with scary news and ended with gossip. Her mind became a storm. Then her therapist gave her a strange task. No bad content for 10 days. Only good thoughts, calming music, gratitude journaling. At first, she laughed, this won't work. But by day 7, she felt better. By day 30, her panic attacks were gone. Not because her world changed, Because her mental diet changed. Starve your fears. Feed your faith. Say, what if I grow? Instead of, what if I fail? Let's keep going. Worry, it feels natural, but it's just a habit. And like any habit, it can be broken. Worry is like a rocking chair. It gives you something to do, but takes you nowhere. There was a man named Nick. Every day, he worried about money, about his wife, about his health. One day, he heard someone say, "Write down your worries, then burn the paper." It sounded silly, but he tried it. He wrote, "I'm afraid of being poor. I'm afraid of dying alone." He burned the paper and felt lighter. He did it every week. Slowly, the worries lost power because he stopped keeping them inside. The book offers a great tip. Divide your worries into 3 parts. 1. Worries you can solve, now solve them. 2. Worries you can't solve, now schedule a time to think about them. 3. Silly worries, throw them out. Don't let worry steal your peace. And now, something spiritual but powerful. Trust the power that's greater than you. You can call it God, the universe, higher self, whatever you like. But trust that you're not alone. There was a man who lost his business, his money, and his hope. He tried everything. Nothing worked. One night, he sat in silence and whispered, "I've done all I can. Now I let go." The next week, a friend called with a new opportunity. It wasn't magic. It was faith and peace. Think of a child walking with their father. That child doesn't fear the road because they're holding a strong hand. That's what trust feels like. Each night, whisper, "Not alone. I trust the path. I release my fear." You'll sleep better and wake up stronger. And now we reach a message about energy, the kind that keeps you alive, inspired, and ready. Most people feel tired not because of their bodies, but because of their thoughts. 2 people can live the same life. One says, "This day is a gift." The other says, "Oh no, another hard day." Same job, same hours, but one is full of energy and the other is exhausted by 10 a.m. There was a nurse named Emily. She worked 12-hour shifts, always on her feet. Yet people asked her, "Why do you look so alive?" She said, "Because I don't focus on my pain. I focus on my purpose." Chapter 25. Your life is the message. You may never write a book. You may never stand on a stage. But your life, how you live, is already speaking to the world. Every kind act, every honest moment, every decision to rise instead of retreat. It all tells a story, and that story might be the light someone else needs. You never know who's watching, who's learning, who's being inspired by your quiet strength. Live in such a way that your life whispers, "It's possible." Healing is possible. Joy is possible. Change is possible. One day at a time. You don't have to figure it all out today. You don't have to carry tomorrow's burden now. Just breathe. Just show up. Just take the next step. The mountain is climbed, step by step. The book is written word by word. The healing happens breath by breath. So don't rush the journey. Trust the process. Walk in faith, not in fear. And remember, some days you'll feel strong. Other days you'll feel weak. That's okay. Keep going anyway. Consistency beats perfection every time. You are the miracle at the end of it all. This book isn't just about ideas. It's about you. You are the miracle. You are the proof that life can go on after heartbreak. You are the proof that pain doesn't have the last word. You are the proof that thoughts become things. So believe again, hope again, rise again. Final practice for a powerful life. Speak life every day. Start each morning with this line: today, I choose peace, power, and purpose. Take one brave step. Every day, do something that scares you just a little. Growth lives there. Love deeply, love your people, love your flaws, love this moment. It's never coming back. Trust the bigger picture, even if you don't understand the why. Trust the what's next will make sense one day. Outro: call to action. If this message touched you, if it reminded you of your strength, if it gave you hope again, then don't keep it to yourself. Share it. Share it with someone who needs healing. Send it to a friend who's ready to give up. Post it where someone broken might find their light again. And if you want more life-changing book summaries, more English learning, and more motivation that speaks to your heart, then like, comment, and subscribe. Because this is just the beginning of your transformation. Your thoughts shape your life. So shape them wisely, because the life of your dreams isn't far. It's already waiting for you to believe. You were born to rise. You were born to shine. And you were born for more. See you in the next video. Until then, think positive, live boldly, and never forget you are powerful beyond measure. Her energy didn't come from coffee. It came from love, from helping others. Her mind was stronger than her body. If you want constant energy, feed your mind with strength. Say, I am strong. I am ready. When you feel low, stand tall. Say out loud, I have all the energy I need. Breathe deeply. You'll feel the shift inside. And finally, for today, something simple but powerful. Try prayer. Not religious prayer, just spiritual connection. Speak from your heart. You don't need perfect words. You don't need to kneel or chant. You just need honesty. There was a man who had lost everything: his business, his marriage, his hope. He tried therapy, coaching, medicine. Nothing worked. One night, in silence, he said, God, if you're there, I need help. And something happened. Not outside, inside. Peace, a quiet strength. He started praying every morning, just 10 minutes. And slowly, his life became clearer. Prayer didn't solve his problems, it gave him the strength to solve them. Each night, try this. Say 3 simple things. Thank you for today. Forgive me for my mistakes. Guide me tomorrow. You'll feel something shift, not in the sky, but in your soul. Start living with intention. Don't wait for a perfect moment. Don't wait until you feel confident. Don't wait until the fear goes away. Start now. Start scared, but start strong. Every day you wake up is a second chance, a new page, a new paragraph in your story. You are the author, so write something beautiful. Speak with love, work with passion, listen with empathy, act with courage, and most importantly, think with power. Your thoughts are not small, they are seeds, seeds that grow into habits. Habits that grow into actions, actions that shape your future. Choose your thoughts like you choose your clothes. Don't just let your thoughts happen to you. Design them. Craft them like a painter working on a masterpiece. Instead of saying, "What if I fail?" say, "What if I fly?" Instead of saying, "I'm not good enough," say, "I'm growing, I'm learning, I'm becoming." Instead of asking, "Why me?" ask, "What is this teaching me?" Because life isn't always fair, but it's always trying to elevate you. Every challenge has a gift inside. Even heartbreak has healing. Even loss has love buried deep beneath it. Feed your mind the way you feed your body. You wouldn't eat poison every day. So why consume toxic thoughts? Instead, feed your soul with books that lift you, with music that soothes you, with people who bring light, not darkness. Create a mental environment that supports your growth. Because no seed can grow in toxic soil, your mind is the most powerful tool you have. But like any tool, it only works well when it's clean, sharpened, and used with care. Be around people who fuel your fire, protect your circle. You don't become great by accident. You become great by choosing who you let in your space. If someone drains your peace, love them, but love them from a distance. If someone mocks your dreams, forgive them, but walk your own path. But because your circle is your energy, and energy is everything. Surround yourself with people who celebrate you when you win and stand beside you when you lose. People who remind you of your worth when you forget it. People who don't just talk, they show up. Build a tribe of kindness, a circle of compassion, a family of belief, even if they aren't related by blood. One good soul can change your entire life. Be that soul for someone else too. Turn your pain into power. Everyone has pain, but not everyone turns it into purpose. You've been hurt. You've been ignored. You've failed. You've cried. And yet, you're still here. That means something. Your scars are not shameful. They are proof that you survived. They are medals from the battlefield of life. Use your story, not to feel pity, but to give hope. Tell the world, "I've been through the dark, and I found light." So can you. Your pain can help someone else heal. Your survival can help someone else begin. Your strength can awaken someone else's courage. Reprogram your inner voice. What do you say when no one is watching? What do you whisper to yourself when things go wrong? If you wouldn't say it to a friend, don't say it to yourself. It's time to change the script. From "always mess up" to "I'm learning every day." From "no one cares" to "I matter more than I realize." From "I'll never get there" to "step by step, I'm moving forward." Your inner voice is your most constant companion. Make it your biggest cheerleader, not your cruelest critic. Start your mornings with love. End your nights with gratitude. Speak life into yourself until your thoughts believe it. Celebrate progress, not just perfection. You don't have to get everything right. You just have to get better. Better than yesterday. Better than last month. Better than your old self. Celebrate small wins. Every time you stayed calm instead of angry. Every time you said no to protect your peace. Every time you showed up even when you were tired. That's success. That's growth. That's what builds confidence. You don't have to arrive to be proud. Be proud of the journey, because greatness isn't a moment. It's a mindset.